I'm at a hotel in Atlanta. That's right, I travel. You guys think that I just sit at home all the time. Yeah, you're right. I do sit at home all the time. The reason why I'm in Atlanta is I'm taking a 10-day training class for my job. You know, I gotta get better in my job so that they'll give me more money. I mean, not that I'm not already good at my job, because I mean, I am good. I mean, you know, I'm not terrible at my job. I think that my boss thinks I'm good, but the point is that you can never go wrong furthering your education, so that's what I'm doing. I'm taking this 10-day class. It's called the Microsoft MCSA Boot Camp. It's basically dealing with things that I've been working with for several years now, except for on the Windows Server 2008 environment, and also, you know, the ins and outs and things that people don't use on a daily basis and things that people may not do the Microsoft way. They may use a third-party application for, but I'm being tested and certified in the knowledge of the Microsoft way of doing things in a Server 2008 environment. Luckily, I didn't have to leave the state to go to this boot camp, but I am far enough away from home where I'm staying in a hotel down here in Atlanta for 11 nights, which is very, very difficult because I haven't been away from my wife or my son except one night, and I didn't sleep that night. I was with a friend helping him do something out of state, and I didn't ever go to bed. We stayed up all night and then came back and I slept the next day. So technically I haven't spent any nights away from my wife since she moved in with me. I know there's only two reactions that happens when I tell people that. They're either like, "Oh, how sweet," or "Y'all get over it. It's good to spend time apart." Either which way, I'm not loving being away from her, and I miss Jackson, and I hope that he doesn't learn how to walk while I'm gone. I mean, he's like 11 months old now, and he's trying his best to learn how to walk, and I don't know if you heard that, but I'm really close to an airport apparently, and that's a great sound to hear all night. Well, I've just completed day one of this 10-day training class that I've got to do. It's 10 days straight, so that's kind of difficult. There's no break, and we're spending all day long from 8 till 5 or 6 whenever we get done in the classroom with lectures and slideshows and setting up our own servers and all that kind of stuff. And then whenever I get to the hotel in the evenings, I got to study. I got to hit the books and study, go through some practice exams, that kind of stuff. So there's not a lot of fun things going to go on this trip. I probably won't film anything other than this video, maybe one other update video. I definitely won't be able to post them till I get back because I didn't bring my MacBook with me to edit any of this. So I just wanted to kind of, you know, record my thoughts and feelings, and so by the time you see this I'll probably already be back. But day one wasn't terrible. I mean, there was a lot of stuff that I already knew, I was already familiar with, I've already seen, because like I said, I've been in the IT industry for 8.5 years, so this is not brand new information. It's just presented maybe in a little more detail than what I've seen. So the first day was not super overwhelming. It is very uncomfortable to sit in class from 8 to 5 staring in one direction. I mean, you do get lunch breaks and, you know, stretch breaks and stuff like that, but that's still a long time to sit there just staring at the teacher and that kind of thing. So I actually have a little bit of a headache right now. During this 10-day class there are 3 exams that I'm going to have to take, the first of which is supposedly the hardest, so that'll be the one that I probably freak out and study the most about. And hopefully I pass. If I don't, I think I get the chance to take it again for each of the 3 exams. So that's going to be good. You can never go wrong with having like a free second chance to take an exam, because the exams are normally expensive. But that's all covered in the price of the boot camp. But so I'm not super excited about the exams, except for I just want to get this stuff out of the way. So yeah, there are people in my class from all over the United States. Some have flown in from Texas, and there was a guy there from Montana. Our instructor is actually from Idaho, and he flies in just to teach the class and then flies back home. So there's definitely a hodgepodge of people in the class. A lot of different backgrounds. Some of them are kind of new to IT. Some have been in the industry for 15 to 20 years but have no certifications. So it's definitely an interesting mix of people. The hotel I'm staying in is kind of small. It's only a 2-story hotel. I am on the 2nd story, which is cool, because I much prefer that to the ground story. But last night, you know, I was looking at my big beautiful bed and fixing to lay down and realized that there was a little tiny dot on my pillow, which turned out to be a spider. No big deal, small spider. I killed it went on about my way. All night last night I tossed and turned thinking that there were spiders crawling on me, and it got way too hot in here, and it was just not good, not good. I didn't sleep good at all. Even on a king-size bed, I didn't really sleep that good. And woke up this morning and there was a spider on the wall beside the TV, and I'm like, is that a sign? But anyway, overall, so far things are going pretty good. The room is fairly good. The class includes some meals and stuff, and even transit, like from the hotel there and from there to lunch and stuff. So it's a very good class, it seems like, and I think that it's going to help me out, and hopefully it'll help me get my certification, because that's the whole point I'm here, really. So I've got high hopes, but this is only day one, so we'll see how it goes. I may do another update that I mix in with this later on, but yeah, just wanted to kind of share this experience with you, and guys, I will talk to you later. Bye.